Oliver Sloup joins us right now. And Oliver, is this momentum that we're seeing today still a little bit of leftover from those export sales numbers, because they were pretty respectable, really?
They were very respectable across the board, but really I think the market is just searching for some new news to hit the wires. I don't know that we're necessarily going to get anything significant until we get past that October 12th USDA report. Obviously, you know, the weather is being watched very closely as we roll through the harvest season, but I think technicals are really leading the way here. December corn contract found pretty good support near those contract lows of 344.5. That was August 31st lows, and we managed to close above the closing low yesterday at 348.25. So that was very friendly. We saw some buyers step in on the inability for the bears to capitalize on the downside. But the next resistance pocket we're looking at comes in from 358 to 362. This is a 50-day moving average, the high of September's trade, as well as a key retracement. So corn, just kind of a stick in the mud for now, looking for a fundamental catalyst for a breakout or a breakdown.
All right, right now, nearby December corn is up 1 3/4 on the day so far, and most of those contracts all up just about a penny. Soybeans really taking off today too. That was another export number that was pretty positive. November beans up 10 3/4 now, 969. January beans up 11 at 979 3/4. Is this still a technical story, Oliver?
I think it's very much a technical story. We know the funds have a relatively small net long position. I wouldn't be surprised to see them adding here. Yesterday's price action was very friendly. We saw trend line support hold from the August lows. That came in at about 953. And again, the inability to break lower invited some buyers and possibly even some short covering specs to jump in. And so the resistance level that we're looking at to the upside, 976 to 977. This is a 200-day moving average. It also represents the 50% retracement, or basically the middle of the range from those June lows to the July highs. So that 976 to 977 for November beans is going to be very significant in our mind.
All right, let's check out what's going on with the wheat market, because this market was a little bit weaker last night on the overnight trade. Some of the export numbers came in a little bit favorable, or at least halfway respectable. And right now, Oliver, we've got December Chicago wheat down 1/4 at 441 3/4, but that new crop July is up 1/4 at 486.5. Kansas City December wheat down 1, 435, but July down 1 1/4 at 484. Minneapolis wheat for December, though, look, up 7 1/4 at 617 1/4. July wheat up 6 3/4 at 614.5. So we've got some strength over here in the spring wheat.
Yeah, we're watching this December Chicago wheat really closely. As you had mentioned, we saw some weakness early in the morning, but we've rebounded nicely here in the afternoon trade. We saw a rather wide support pocket come into play, 435 1/4 to 439.5. That held, and again, I think it got some spillover momentum from the strong soybean trade here today. So we're looking for that to make a move a little bit higher. 454, 455, I think could be your next target. This is the 50-day moving average, as well as a previous resistance level that we're looking at.
Let's look at the dollar right quick before we go to a break here, Oliver. And earlier the dollar, and it still is, it's up 50 points, 500 points right now at 93.780. We keep creeping higher. Where is the cutoff level where we could see this react negatively on the commodities?
You know, I think it depends on the commodity, but we're right at a pivotal level in that U.S. dollar. 94 is a big line in the sand from a technical and I think fundamental standpoint. And I think the big thing to keep in focus going into tomorrow's session is we do have a non-farm payroll number tomorrow. So that could have a little bit of an impact and put some volatility into the currencies, which could spill over to volatility in the commodities as well.
Oliver Sloup here.